In this video, I will show you how to do a backdoor Roth IRA in 3 simple steps. Now remember, Roth IRAs are a great way to grow our money tax-free. Now, however, once you reach a certain amount of income, you might no longer be eligible to contribute to a Roth. Luckily, there is a tax loophole that was created in 2010 that you can take advantage of and you can brag about during your next Zoom happy hour. So here we go. Step number 1, contribute to a traditional IRA. Pretty straightforward. You can do this in any brokerage firm, Vanguard, Fidelity, doesn't matter. You can make the maximum contribution for the year if you'd like. You can go ahead and invest that contribution in a mutual fund or ETF. Very important, you do not want to deduct this contribution from your tax return, because if you're no longer eligible for a Roth, then most likely you are also not eligible for a traditional IRA deduction. So that's why they call this a non-deductible traditional IRA. So now that you have this, we can proceed to step 2. And this is extremely important if you want to avoid a huge tax bill. A lot of people forget this step. So step 2 is move all your pre-tax IRAs to your current 401k. So if you have a rollover IRA that came from an old 401k, if you have a SEP IRA, you want to move those IRAs to your current 401k. Now you might be asking, what has that got to do with the backdoor Roth IRA? It's because of the IRS aggregation rule. Let me explain. So let's say you have $95,000 in a rollover IRA. Congratulations for saving that much from your previous job. And now you just contributed $5,000 in your new non-deductible traditional IRA. So now you have a total of $100,000 in IRA money, 5% of which represents your non-deductible IRA, 5,000 divided by total of 100,000. Now, if you do a Roth conversion of that $5,000, you converted it to a Roth IRA, the IRS will treat it as if you just converted part of your rollover IRA. So in this example, you just converted 5% of your total IRA money, which for you is your non-deductible traditional IRA, but the IRS will treat it as if you just converted 5% of your pre-tax rollover IRA money, which is then gonna generate a tax bill. And you don't want to do that. So make sure you move all your pre-tax IRAs, rollovers, SEP IRAs into your current 401k. You'll need to call up your 401k vendor for paperwork. This is going to be a tedious process. They're not going to make it easy for you, but I'm confident that you can do this. Step 3 is you go ahead and convert your traditional IRA into a Roth IRA. Now again, before you make this step, very important, you want to wait 1 year or 12 months before doing this Roth conversion, because the US tax court follows a thing called step transaction doctrine, which sounds really boring. I'm already falling asleep. But essentially, this doctrine says that if you do all of these steps, like contributing to a Roth IRA, and then you converted it to a Roth the next day, then they will see it as one single transaction, which in this case, you contributing to Roth IRA when you are no longer allowed to, and they will slap a penalty on this transaction, and you don't want to do that. So now, this is not a hard and fast rule. Some advisors think that waiting 1 month is sufficient, so this is going to be really up to you. Now, in this process of converting to a Roth IRA, in some brokerage firms say it's really simple. In Vanguard, for example, there is a button that says convert your Roth IRA. So you just click on that and follow the instructions. In Fidelity, it's not as straightforward as you might hope it would be. I typically have to type in something at the search bar at the very top. I type in Roth IRA conversion checklist, click on the first result that comes up. Then I look for something called Convert Your IRA Online, and it's going to instruct you to create a Roth IRA and follow the next steps. Now, when asked about tax withholding, I typically choose to not withhold taxes so I can have more money going into my Roth IRA. And lo and behold, you now have a Roth IRA. Now, hopefully you've invested it correctly so it can grow in a tax-free manner, and you just simply repeat these 3 steps each year. One bonus tip for you all, you might be tempted to brag about creating a Backdoor Roth IRA with your CPA or your parents or your friends. You do not want to mention the word Backdoor Roth IRA in your email or in your text messages because, again, of the step transaction doctrine. Again, I'm falling asleep mentioning that term. So if you want to make sure you're doing this correctly, we'll be happy to help you. You can schedule a free discovery call with any member of our team. I will include a link of that in the description of this video. Till next time.